probably a wise move by the club. To the guys have been knocking their pan in week out, so hopefully the group will get the benefit of that, the seniors sitting it out for a week.
It's a decision I felt as if we had to make. I think it's the right decision. While we're here, I think we should compliment the boys, because when I was at the game, I'm thinking you fear the worst, but then when you go there and they do so well and then they actually missed a couple of chances, I'm thinking, go on, if you get a goal you maybe believe. But I have to compliment Ryan S and Andy's boys. I thought they were great, and if we can put on the same sort of performance with getting our players back, I'll be more than happy, because as I always say, we're capable of winning the game, but we're going to need a huge effort, and it's a game that we need a result in.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose what I were done the young lads as well, because that early goal, the heads never went down and they took the game to Accies.
They did. I was like sitting up there and wanting them to do well, and I just let S go on with it, because I know he's a capable coach, and he had his boys organised, he had a game plan, and I thought they worked their socks off, and that's what I mean about my players. And I know we've got hardened pros, but we need to have the same work ethic as our under-18s did last week, because I thought they were magnificent. I really did, and could have scored a couple of goals. So it shows you what hard work can do, and that's our starting point this week.
Does it give you confidence? Sorry, Chuck.
Just a quick one for me. Just some players have been playing with Knox and Nichols. That extra week will hopefully, be a benefit to you, Billy.
Freshness wise, yes, that's one thing I would say, because Hamilton rested a few as well, but they had 4 or 5 first team players out there. We had Ryan Barrett obviously, and Matt Ridgers was great at the back helping the young boys. I thought he was brilliant at what he did, and just a mark of a good pro, and they responded to that. But if you're talking about us having freshness, yes, but we still have a few missing. So see, if you keep talking about it, people think you're making excuses. So we move on, we go there on Saturday, and we give it everything we've got. I think that's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, that's all from me then. Thanks, Billy.
Cheers.
Does it give you any insight into, Billy, if you have to use these young lads, the ones that can adapt to it quite well from last week?
Yeah, preferably I would like every young lad to get their moment at the right time though, and I don't think that's been the case lately, but there's a few who played in that game, showed that I think they believe that they belong there, and they really want to grasp it to be a professional footballer, and I thought a couple of them in particular really handled it. I thought they all handled it really well, but there was a couple in particular who they showed, I quite fancy this, I believe I should be here, which is a good thing.
Just without dwelling on injuries, is there anyone back, that you can say that is back in the picture?
It's been the way where we've been getting 1 or 2 back, and we'll have to wait and see about a couple as well. So it's it's just caught in between everything. We'll get a couple back. Put it that way. It's a rock and a hard place for us just now.
Yeah. Okay, Bill. Thanks.
Hamilton have been a tricky opponent for you, Billy, since you came into the role. Are you just expecting more of the same from them this weekend? Is what you've had in past games?
Yeah, I think Hamilton, even when they were comprehensively beaten in the last game, well, not last game obviously, the last league game, the one thing they always have, and especially against us, is that real desire and hard work ethic, and it's got them success against us, and we have to make sure we match that, and I'm sure we will. I've been seeing positive signs, but we have to realise that some teams you play against have got a good record against you, and Hamilton have a good record against us, and we want to certainly put that right.
What do you put that down to? Is it just a styles thing, and how you set up against it?
I don't know, because when we played last year near the end of the season, we won 4-0, we were really good that night. It's just, there's been a couple of games where it was crucial games where it was when we had our 5-game unbeaten run, we're thinking go on, and they gave us a sucker punch again. We were competitive that night. We were unlucky. We weren't at our best as a team. We didn't play particularly well, but we gave a lot to the game in terms of effort and work rate. It just never worked out for us, and that was the start of a run where we went on to lose a few games. So we need to start handling individual games. It's not looking at the opponent, because we say it every week, anybody can beat anybody. We need to make sure that certain teams just don't get the better of us again. And we have beaten Hamilton, but we've found it hard lately. But I've got high hopes and expectation in terms of when we get out there, when we get it all right, when we put in the effort, when we get whether it's your final third defending properly, whether it's your midfield winning the battles in there, whether it's your wide men getting at them and your forward areas being dangerous. I think if we can get all those bits of the team correct, I think we're capable of winning most games in this league.
You talked about desire a wee bit earlier on as well, and obviously Hamilton, where they are in the league table, they're going to be coming out as desperate to get 3 points as well. Is it just a case of who wants it more, do you think?
That's football, yeah. And where we are just now, us not picking up many points and them being down the bottom of the table, is going to be that sort of fixture. So my players fully expect it, I fully expect it, and we'll be ready for it.